So the next person named Sashi writes that they've been doing self-inquiry on a regular basis. And they find that they're abiding as the self, or in the I am self. And he still sees that there's something beyond the I am, and he wants to ask how long will it take for this end of the mind completely and to resonate completely in the absolute.
Okay. Abiding in the I am is really this sort of more it's like the premature stage of pointing, because initially the guidance and the instruction, abide in the I am, is aimed at the attention, which is an aspect of yourself. It's a power you have, and you are identifying the attention with yourself. So the intention is imbued with a kind of sentience. It's like you call attention yourself. So the guidance, abide as the awareness, is pointed to the consciousness that's adopted attention as what it is. To say, go back to the source, go back and stay in the heart, go home. Keep seated in the armchair of the beingness, because it wants to get up. It says sit, no, it says sit. It wants to get up and it says sit. So the attention is being told sit back, and gradually each time it sits back in the heart, it's like it loses some of its power and it becomes more heart. Because you get up and it wants to back. Then after a while, something calls and only the highs move, not the bottom. You see? Then after a while, nothing moves. Then there's no abiding in the self. You are the self. You are always the self when the attention was coming in and out of the self. But you were thinking you are the attention, so you think you are coming and going. When you are one, there is no abiding in that. You are this. You see? So he says, when I see this thing now, I see also that there is something beyond even this I am. Who is seeing what is beyond I am? The one who is seeing what is beyond I am, okay, is not the absolute. The one who is seeing, there is not something beyond the I am. You are beyond the I am. Because now you can actually see that I am, which is the most subtle knowledge, is itself is the most subtle phenomenon. It is one with you. It's what gives you the sense of dynamic existence. Because without this I am and the body, you don't recognize your dynamic existence. You're so totally everything. And if you're so totally everything, you cannot recognize, because you're so one. This is why I gave the example that when you are, as a child growing up in the Caribbean, no? People would say, oh, you live in paradise, you live in heaven, and so on, no? But we don't know what it means. We're living there, we don't know what it means to live in heaven. We only know to play. But only when I went away and lived somewhere else, and I came back, then myself I'm saying, oh, we live in paradise. So you need this contrast, no? If you don't have this contrast, and the body-mind, the personality and the beingness, they all give a sense of contrast. Once the absolute tastes the contrast, you see, then it knows, I am not that actually. You cannot have knowledge if you don't have the ignorance, you see. It cannot play like this. So, rightly what he's saying is, I am already aware of the I am. You see? But if he really could understand what he's really saying, you see, the truth is already being expressed innocently in him, but on account of the mind, he's not seeing this, you see. You are now aware of the I am itself. There's nowhere to go. So the mind then asks, yes, but when will it stop? This play of the mind, when will it stop? It doesn't have to stop. It doesn't. You don't care about it. I'm sitting here. When will this plant stop shaking? Why do I make it my business? It doesn't matter. So only if something feels, oh, for us to be very still, everything must be still. Even the I am, it must not be there or something. So it is creating some condition. You have no condition.